Hi, this is Reese from CreataCRM, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can use Creator with Zapier. Now, Zapier is an application that links to over 700 applications that you can use. You can use some free zaps where you can grab it and zap it back to another app, which is Creator. So we have a private app that you can link to that you'll be able to use Survey Monkey or many others that we can look at, and we'll show you how you can do that with your existing apps that you have and then put into Creator. And what we have with Creator here is that you can, when you link them, we can develop workflows with Blockly. Now what that means is that you can have an unlimited type of steps to do other things inside of Creator, and you can actually send SMSs, send emails, add to a campaign, create a contact, do a lot of other elements inside of Creator. And we have blocks, and you can do a series of blocks that we can show you how you can do that. And what this will do is speed up your process, because most companies, when they have all these apps everywhere, what we find is that people are losing a lot of time and money just to do, let's say, a lead from a particular, let's say, Woofu, and for them to make a phone call, they grab Woofu, find that contact, and make a phone call. But there's no recording of that notes and stuff, so they put in the CRM, they're going to cut and paste or do something like that. And because of that, they then have to, have the ability to have time to call that person and be in that location. So we actually bring all the data across, so you can have a quick dial call instantaneously and send information out. So we'll show you all that stuff. So let's have a look at the product itself. So we're going to go into the web browser and first show you what Survey Monkey is at the moment. It's the ability to create all these surveys. So we've just created a survey saying, what is your name, what email address would you like to, and all these different ratings and so forth and so forth. So we've done that inside of Survey Monkey, and that's pretty easy to do, and a lot of people use it. So if you're not familiar with Survey Monkey, you can look at it, but that's just the ability to create web forms for various email campaigns or quality assurance information. So the web form will look like this, and you can pretty much send that as a web link to people just here, and people can fill in a survey. Now the problem we have right now, and a lot of people have, is that we in Creator can have a programming language that's a bit more intelligent. It can dedupe the survey, so if that contact's already in there, it can just add an activity for you to check and follow up, or it can create a contact. So a lot of these elements you have to feed it a certain way, and it confuses your staff if you just throw it, and then that's what we found is that you put into a system, and all of a sudden you're getting all these duplicate contacts, which is annoying. So we use Zapier for this one. We're going to show you how to do this. It's a zap, and we'll just really quickly show you how to do it. We're not going to be obviously showing you how to set it up, but show you how it works. So a zap is the ability to create a trigger and then send an action. Now that's free at the moment for people to say triggered an action. So, and a trigger is someone creates a survey and an action is sent it to us inside of Creator. So we're going to do this. So from here, you got all these elements here. We can link to Google, Shopify, Twitter, Woofu, and all these other elements in here in your system. So if you have Zapier, you can link to us quite easily. So when I create a new survey response, we go to the account, and when it edits the form, and we're going to test the step. And it's worked. We're going to view the survey that we've filled in here, or this video will get very long if I have to start typing a lot of information. So it goes through, which is the words describe this product, reliable. Do you have any comments? Cool, very high, and the person's name is Steve Monkey, and then the email address is steve@bananas.com. So we will fetch that data inside Creator. So we'll then now trigger this across, and we'll actually test our steps. So we'll create a Creator account. We've got a system here that we've designed the web form saying it will go from last name and pipe it in here. So this has a string builder ability to, you can add it in here, the particular elements that you can have across, and map it to the web form from here. So Zapier is an easy way to for users to integrate those elements and put them into the database. So we're going to test the step. So I think I tested it. Retest it, fetch and continue. if I haven't done that. And then we then go into test this app, retest. There's the web form, and we're now going to create, we've got a Survey Monkey workflow name. We're going to integrate it into here and put it across. So we create and continue. So we've now pushed that into Creator. Now, how it would look inside of Creator when we go into this workflow module here, which is the webhooks workflow definitions that we've got here. This is on the base product that you can use. So we're going to go and show you the designer on here. I'm going to just quickly reset that size, expand it, and we've got here the survey itself. So we first grab the webhooks, which is first name, new email, and last name. Now that's in this section here. Yeah, template. So that's our variables that we've got here in Creator in the workflows. Into here, these are variables that we declare right from the top, and then we go if this email address is not blank and stuff, continue, do, and find. And what we do is we dedupe that, because if the person has Steve Monkey from stevemonkeys.com is in the database, we don't want to create an activity, we want to just put them in the database. So it kind of means that you can put logic into the system and develop your own logic. So that's kind of what we mean by we can code on the web browser. So it gives you the ability to work out your best way to handle the data coming towards you. Do you want to create an activity, a task? Do you want to add them to a campaign? Do you want to tag it a certain way? Do you want to be linking to another series of emails? Yada, yada, yada. So it gives you the coding ability to do this. Now, a lot of the other if-then type applications that has one or two steps, we can do if this does this, else does this. So we have a lot of logic elements in here for each one of these, so we can grab collections of elements and grab it and do stuff with it. So bit of a coding language. So we're going to go through, and if this value exists, it will then create an activity. Else, if it hasn't, create a contact. So we believe Steve is not here, right here, and we believe it's going to get to this stage here. So let's see what happens. So when I exit out of that, and we click on contacts up the top there, and so Steve has been created in the database. So all of a sudden Steve's in the database, and nothing has happened. He hasn't created an activity or anything like that. So he's in the database, and that's all we did. But let's say Steve does the same thing again. Now he creates another survey, and for example, we want to create an activity. Now this is an example. You can create an activity and a follow-up call and all those things that go with it. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to actually fetch the data again for this example test, and fetch the data, view the data. It's Steve again. Cool, Steve coming through. Test the data, retest. That's Steve. Create the contact, and bang, the triggers are happening again for what our triggers, their action. So we've received it. They'll send it to us as an action, and let's see what happens here. So I'm going to go back to Survey Monkey and have a look what we actually programmed in our cool programming language called Blockly. So we know it's existing, and if value exists, so if we're up to the stage if value exists, create an activity. If not, create a contact. So the contact has existed, and so what we're going to do is check if it's in an activity for, let's say, 1 hour. I think by default, and it's a call. String builder, put their names and details across here. Great, great, great. So let's have a look. We're going to have a look at the calendar section over here, which is an activity, and I am going to go through now survey from here. So notice it's in here. I'm going to highlight it and open it across, and there you go. So we've created an activity scheduled for Reese. I've string build it to say just the basic area. So you can string build it to have an activity for you. You can even actually have it to alarm yourself, so it would actually have it in notifications. So with that, we would say, if you go to the notification section over here, so you've got a survey from an email, Steve Monkey, click on that, and we'll go to Steve the Monkey and see. So you can actually, with Creator, send it across a survey and it create an activity for someone to follow up. So that is pretty cool where you can do that. And so what would happen here is that I'm going to just put a phone number in here. I keep on doing this on the videos, don't I? Just don't put phone numbers in. 029250575. That'd do. I go back to Steve Monkey, and I can make a phone call. So what you can do also straight away, you get a survey or Wordful or whatever it is coming to Creator, it sends you an alarm. We can send an email to you with all the information. The user can straight away look up that person really easy by just going, oh wow, I've got a notification. It says 4. I just click on notifications. I go, oh, let's go to that contact. I must call them. I then go, oh, I must call them by clicking on the dial button. I'm going to call the number, dial it out, sends a call out to somewhere. It's going to my mobile somewhere in the phone, and then I can then make a note on the activity. So I can go back to notifications, and I can go to back to noties, clear the activity. I have done the call complete. Spoken to Steve, buying more stuff. Okay, great. And you've cleared the activity, and so with Blockly we have the ability to automatically send reports out. So all the calls comes to the person taking the call. They can get the information real time and make calls and make notes. So the speed up of your business process is incredible, and all this is quite cheap to do. So Creator is like $10 a user a month. Then you've got the phone system we can integrate there. That's between $40 a month, and that's a whole phone system that you can use on any device, on anywhere. So it becomes a real powerful speed. And a lot of people look at those prices on some elements of the phone system. They try and get it cheap, but we've got a cheap phone system. But not only that, we are speeding up your work time, so your staff are finding themselves being more efficient in the process, making calls, knowing where everything is, not moving away, bring all the database, all the apps and stuff that they have into one location for them to call, so they can really speed up their business. So I hope that helps, and hopefully you can look at more information about Creator, and I'm happy to talk to you more about the features we've got here. Speak to you soon. Bye.